Okay. Time to continue the Ivalice questline. Need to talk to this Moogle. My brother can be rather simple-minded when it comes to such matters. Thinking to impress the Warrior of Light and her companions, Mont Blanc would likely choose the scene of your recent exploits to prove his worth. Meaning Rabanastre, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon my language, but that Ramza really is an incurable little prick, is he not? How dare he speak to his sister and the Moogle in that manner? I couldn't decide which was worse. The things he said, or the way the principal sat back and let him say it. But I suppose it is none of our concern. For now, let us concentrate on the task at hand, finding that Moogle before he does something we'll all regret. What say we start nearby? Pier 2, perhaps? Yes. What does this guy have to say for what he's done? I apologize. I must learn to control my anger, but sometimes it can be difficult. Yeah. Okay, where am I going? Down here? At Pier 2, okay. Wait a second, I need to turn up the music. There we go. How close is Pier 2? Oh, it's all the way over here. I'll use the crystal. Gonna change. I'll go with that. I need to go to Shiokaze Hostelry. Yeah, over here. There they are. I'll talk to Hurdy. The Falcon Portal tells us that he set a traveling... The Falcon Portal tells us that he set a traveling blacksmith away to Yangzia. Not a bill passed. And why would that be of interest to us, you asked? Because said peddler of iron and steel was seen to be carrying a big bag stuffed to the brim with, and I quote, albino mole fur and purple bat wings. Sounds like a Moogle. Mont Blanc. Not that we look like that, Kupo. The quickest route into Dalmasca is via the One River and its western tributaries. If Mont Blanc is bound for Rabanastre, he will seek passage from the Glittering Basin. Okay. How far is that? Okay. Oh, it's this way. I haven't been in here in a while. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Well, there's a few blue quests over here. Okay, but where am I going anyway? Going down here. Damn, it's foggy. Oh, it's one of these over here. I have a feeling I won't be able to go to it. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to. It's like it's sending a signal out or something. Oh, down here. Those things? No, not those things. Well, I guess it is these things. Oh, hey Sean. Good to see you. It has been a while. Welcome back. Montblanc, what were you thinking? Have you any idea what you put your brother through? He has been worried sick. Both Herdy and Ramsar were right all along. I am a failure, a flop, a flailing, flapping, foppish failure. Kupo, how could I play the part of a hero if I cannot even ruffle the feathers of a single measly bird? The audience would see right through me like the spineless jellyfish I am. Now wait, Montblanc, not everyone can be a hero. Not even most heroes. Yes, the bards sing of the man who deals the final blow, but what of his cadre of loyal companions? Do you think Delta united Ivalice on his own? Do you think Devel here was alone when she liberated Alamigo? Yep, I was not alone. Not all wars are won on the front lines. But of course they are not. Every campaign needs its brilliant architect, the mastermind who moves the pieces across the board. Mont can be that mastermind. That was quick. Let us not dwell on the details. The day is saved, and Mont has escaped sans scratch or singe to show for it. We should return to the Prima Vista before our luck runs out. Before he decides to try to fight again. Okay, time to go back to the Prima Vista. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay. I need to go to the... Where's the closest, shard? It's... I'm going up to Pier 1, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll go Pier 1. No, I think it's up there. Yeah, I went to the completely wrong place. I think so? Yeah, wrong place. Then I go up here. Yeah, here we go. Yes, I do want to go into the Prima Vista. That's a sudden change in music. Oh yeah, it's a cinematic. Uh-oh. These guys. How the hell were they allowed to get up all the way to the Prima Vista? Please, the ship is a place of peace. Release my sister, you will answer to me. When the cat's away, what you gonna do? Put that damn little thing down, Ramsay. You're not helping matters. We have no quarrel with you and yours. We only seek aid in finding our leader, Ba Gamnan. Oh, they're not here to cause trouble, from the looks of it. You seek our help? You who threatened to kill my father? Who stole his work and made fools of us all? Never. Silence, Ramza. They have Alma. We will hear what they have to say. As I said, we have no quarrel with you. We only did what was necessary to secure an audience. We surrender our weapons and offer your journal as an act of good faith. One second. Okay. This seems like a trick. This is all rather a lot to digest, but your claims do coincide with what we have learned about the Aura site. You're saying that Crystal did something to our captain? I think that's what he's saying. After being emptied of Argoth's will, the Dumas thought that of another to sate its appetite for ether. You're saying that Crystal ate our captain? Not his body, no, only his soul. His soul? Tell me, what in your opinion was your leader's deepest desire? What was it that he longed for above all else in the world? Why waste your breath reasoning with these lizards? They showed themselves for the beasts they are when they put a knife to your throat. I don't think you should be saying this about them while they're here. First molebats, now lizards? This one's tongue is pure poison. I agree. Oh, he even glared at him. The boy can call us what he pleases. For our past failings, we deserve no better. Your failings? 30 summers have come and gone, yet not a night goes by that I do not wake and sweat at the memory. We were fusiliers in the Dalmascan army, stationed in the royal stronghold at Nalbina. Nalbina fortress was reputed to be impenetrable. Its fall to the 4th Legion proved a turning point in the Imperial campaign. dealing a crushing blow to the Dalmascan morale and ultimately marking the beginning of the kingdom's end. Bagamnan was our captain, and once it was clear the day would not be ours, Prince Rasler, commander of the garrison at Nalbina, tasked him with one final mission. Our unit was to escort His Highness's twin sister, the Princess Ashilia, away from the fortress, and thence to safety, but things did not go as planned. I still remember the words she uttered as she lay dying in the captain's arms, but the stone thrown away from the Garam-Scythe waterway drains, where the Garam-Scythe waterway drains into the sea. Even as the fog of death descended upon her, she smiled and told us, the very people who had failed her to survive, for as long as even a single Damascus stood, our nation would never truly perish. But it should not have been us who survived. By failing to protect our charge, we betrayed the princess and her memory, and brought shame upon our race. So yes, we are not but cold-blooded lizards, deserving of whatever scorn you deign to heap on us. Nah, I don't think so. I think we may safely assume a deep-seated hatred towards the invaders of his homeland, coupled with self-loathing born from a sense of powerlessness. The darkness that lurks in the heart of Bagamnan is little different from that which drove Argoth, the self-same emotions that were to nourish the Duma. Stop speaking in riddle, Charlayan. She's saying your brave captain will eventually turn into a monster, or rather more of one. Garlean lies. What they say is true. If we do not find Bagamnan and the Duma soon, none of us are safe, present company included. Do you have any idea where he might have gone? Any at all? Well, that doesn't get us anywhere. Wait, look at this. Something has been added to the final page in my journal. And what would that be? That does not look like the final page. That looks like the middle of the book. Then the captain must have put it there. Only he had access to it until we found it in the pack he left behind. That is. Is this Dalmascan? Indeed it is. It says Vridorana. Is that a place? The lighthouse. Why would you write that, and in the old man's journal no less? There is a place in the Valnard Sea, far to the south of Rabanastre, where the ocean tumbles into a gaping maw more than a malm across. The Ridorana Cataract. Legend would have us believe that it is the entrance to the Hell of Water. Many a scholar seeking to prove otherwise has descended into the chasm, some even by airship, but not everyone has returned. Sounds like a death sentence. Sounds like we're going there. Okay. I must admit to knowing little of Ridorana save that which leader Mikoto shared with us. Before we expend valuable time and resources traveling to so remote a place, I must review my notes and see if there's any mention of the Abyss. We shall send for you as soon as we learn aught of interest. Okay. And now there's interest. Vidrana is proving to be quite the enigma. With every answer comes countless new questions. This may take longer than I expected. But you were doubtless eager to know why I requested your presence. A resident dramaturge mentioned there was something he wished to ask of you. As my work here is far from complete, I wondered if you might not indulge the man while you wait. Okay. And what would that entail? There's a few so loath to take their rest, then venturers without a quest. Forshorn of work to give them worth, they soon become a source of mirth. Quoth the man idling in an airship. Touché, I shall leave you to your devices then. Is that it? Was that it? Was that all I was doing? Okay. Vidornia has proven to be quite the enigma. With every answer comes countless new questions. This may take longer than I expected. But you were doubtless eager to know why I requested your presence. A resonant demiurge was something I wish you might be in Dungeon 1. This is the same thing. Am I doing it again? Is it going to be different this time? It's the same thing. What if I say the different thing? Adventure will find me in time. Oh, but it has, my friend, it has. My colleagues tell me that if one in this land ever needs an item fetched, that you are the woman to speak to. I find this philanthropic compulsion fascinating, and so in the interest of research into my next play, let's say I seek to put said compulsion to the test. Assuming you are game, of course. Bring me a bottle of wine. Ah, but not just any wine. Make it rose-themed, and make it Eorzean. I've had my fill of the bitter blends offered here in the East. Where to start? Oh, if only there was some port where thirsty Eorzeans went for their wine. You would surely be there speaking with its foremost blind Lalafell inventor, and not here with me. Okay. I guess I didn't get the quest because I chose the wrong choice at first. Okay. Where am I going? This way. We're going to... oh, over here. Wineport. Okay. Oh, it's pretty close to the crystal. This soy and spice sprinkled with a subtle soupçon of the steppe. You have traveled far, my friend. What is it you seek here in the wine port? A rose-themed wine. You would be hard-pressed to find a wine that did not display some hint of rose. So we can assume that your client was not referring to a desired bouquet? Perhaps a name or a label or... a bottle, yes. I seem to recall a certain vintage rose sold in crystal bottles with a single red rose on the label. Alas, I have nothing as rare amongst my personal stock. As for who might, well, there's always Bjerglind, I suppose? Oh, they're pretty close too. This way? Are they inside? I think they're inside. I'll check there first. Yeah, there he is. Bah, only an uncultured fool would select a wine based solely on its bottle. As it happens, however, said fool would be undeservingly rewarded with one of Vilbrand's best wines here. He to select a vintage Sud Vianja? Not that your client would have the palate to properly appreciate its depth and complexity. But let us dispense with the pretense. You are the fool in question. I do not bother to deny it. A fool who has aims too high. One of your standing could live 1,000 lifetimes and still not amass the wealth required to purchase even an empty bottle. But I've saved the world countless times. You think I deserve one for free? Oh, price is no object, is it? Ah, even if I believed you, and I did not, I have a reputation to uphold as a viticulturalist. When my clients learned that I was peddling my choice of collections to the likes of you, they would never do business with me again. Have you not heard of me? I'm the Warrior of Light. Warrior of Darkness on the first. You'd be giving your wines to a famous person. You think that'd bring in more business? Bah, alright, just to see the back of you, I shall do you the kindness of directing your steps unto one who might take pity on your plight, assuming he does not find amusement in it. Master Gagaruju of Costa del Sol, but do not tell him I sent you. I don't like this person. How close is it? It's, oh, decently close. I'll just fly right on over. There it is. I haven't been in here in a while. I haven't been there in a while either. Okay. He's right... There he is. Oh, it's this guy, the guy who was sitting on the beach seat. Can I sit in these? No, I cannot. Devel, it is always a pleasure, and I do mean that. My ladies inform me you come inquiring after a bottle of Sud Vianja, but I told them they must be mistaken. Not even you would be foolish enough to think you could. Oh, you are serious. Ahahaha, Devel, you do realize one could purchase an entire estate in mist for the price of a single bottle. Or 5 estates for the price of 5 bottles, which happens to be the number of bottles of Sud Vianja I have in my collection. Now, I am not an unreasonable man. Let none say the venerable Gigi that does not value a friendship as deep as the one you and I have forged. So in my boundless generosity, I offer you the opportunity for a trade. A bottle of vintage Sud Vianja for a mere magnum of fine Damascus. Never heard of this stuff? And I thought I was talking to a fellow connoisseur. I pity the poor Vinter back in Wineport who will have to educate you. Until then, my friend, the offer stands. These people are insufferable. I assume I'm going back to Wineport? Yes, yes I am. I feel like it would be faster to just teleport. Here we are. First Sum Vianja, now Damascus wine. Might that interest you in aged Lominson red instead? No, I thought not. Well, then you have your work cut out for you. There was a time Damascus wine was fairly easy to procure. Even here in Wilbrand, but that was before the Empire raised the better part of the kingdom. Vineyards and all. If there are any surviving bottles, it would be those that were exported before the Imperial invasion. Over 30 summers past, though I've not encountered any in a decade or more, either at auction or in private hands. Collectors are covetous creatures. If one were to have somehow acquired a bottle, there was little chance he would willingly part with such a treasure, which leaves only those brought over by the few Dalmascan refugees who fled to Eorzea. Which would be where? Down here? Okay, we'll go down there then. Okay, how far am I? Not that far. I vaguely remember this place. Can't sleep, they won't let me. The midges won't let me. They buzz and they scream. Soothed. Okay. I know you. You were here before. You sent away the midges. They come back. They came back though. They always come back. They mock me. Tell me I can never go home. I just want to go home. I can't stand it here anymore. Comfort. Wine. My wife loved wine. We would drink a glass of Valence every night before sunset. She would always keep the cork, and I always thought that odd. What good is a cork? Toss it in the midden heap along with the bottle, I'd say. But she searched nearby for an empty wine bottle. Okay. Oh, it's under here. Though you find several empty wine bottles amongst the rubbish, one in particularly calls out to you. Take it to Samani Lomani to confirm its origins. Really like that formation in front of me. Okay, Samani, what is this bottle from? How's dressed? I do hope your visit did not disquiet the poor soul. So you've brought me an empty bottle. Ah, but what is this? The cork remains in place? That is most fortunate. If an adequate seal was made, there may still be traces of wine within. May I? Flamboyant yet elegant. A thought-provoking blend of kukuru beans and cinnamon with just a hint of... Is that rosemary? A veritable kaleidoscope of both opulence and refinement. Long has it been since I last encountered a bouquet of such complexity, yet I recall it as if it were yesterday. Without question, this bottle once held a Dalmascan Liamond red by the name of Valens. To think I would have the opportunity to experience it again after so many summers. But I suspect Master Gigi will not be as satisfied with this with a sniff as I. Now, One without scruples might see the empty bottle as a basis for a ruse. One man's ruse is another man's kaikaku. It's this guy. Where the hell did he come from? Over the years, I have heard numerous dealings with the Lord of Costa del Sol, and while he is many things, an experts in wines is not one of them. Oh, so he'd be able to trick him. Not that it would matter if he were. Men of his standing invariably find more joy in boasting of their acquisition than in consuming them. In all likelihood, Master Gigi will never even open the bottle, rendering the provenance of its contents particularly irrelevant. Ah, but where are my manners? These forays back to western climes always bring out the barbarian in me. It is a pleasure, Davel, lest you wonder at my presence here. My employers see promise in the Hingan wine trade, and desire the establishment of a viable route twixt east and west. I am come to see their plan to fruition. That's why you're not in Kugane. But returning to your dilemma, I believe that I may be of assistance. I just so happen to have on my person several bottles of Hingan wine made with grapes similar to those once found in Lamaska. For a close acquaintance, I would be more than willing to part with one that she might fill her empty vessel. But that would be unjust. As a maker of wine, I cannot allow it. You don't have to allow it, you just let me do it. Master Gigi has cozened more of his clients than he can count. How do you think the man amassed his fortune? By playing fair? Would that the world were thus? But I am here to tell you it is not. So it is indeed. So it is decided then. We shall employ deceit as our morally justified means to a happy ending. But wait, this is a fool's errand. He's not taking no for an answer. Then let us be glad our quarry is a fool himself. I look so confused. Now, if you will excuse me, I must go and tell the gentle denizens of Wineport why they should be drinking Hingan. Good day. Okay, let's go see if this works. Let's go see if it tricks this guy. I assume it does trick him. I need to do that levy quest. By the god, you actually found one? A bottle of Damascus wine? Oh, we must uncork it right away. Oh no. He wants to drink it. Yes, a lush bouquet of herbaceous signification coupled with earthen undertones and so forth. Ah, he's just pretending. He's pretending to understand. In short, the very epitome of a Damascus wine. Yes, you have outdone yourself this time, Davel. Yeah, I sure did. And there's a promise to it. And a promise is a promise. Ladies, the bottle of Suja Vianja, if you please. Ooh, it's Kate. It's Kate on the bottle. From the Void Art questline. Take whichever you fancy, except for the one with the rose. That is my favorite. Or whichever you fancy, I like that design. Now, bring it to the Prima Vista. Okay. Kugane. There we go. And now I need to go over there. I really love the music in this city. It's one of my favorite cities. Ooh. That's a cool outfit. That's a dragoon, right? Yep. My dragoon's at level 71. Oh, so is my black mage. No, I've been wondering about the storage node. I want to go talk to it. Records found. Initiating quarry protocol. Genomus? Oh, this goes in a lot of stuff. Oh, this is too much to go through. They say a rose is a rose is a rose. So tell me, adventurer, is that a rose in your pocket, or are you simply here for small talk? A bottle of vintage Suj Vianja? You never cease to amaze. But what is most amazing is your impeccable sense of timing. Today marks the 12th anniversary of the day I met my dear wife. And if there was one thing she loved more than wine, it was roses. With that, she were here today to... Oh, is that why he wanted me to get it? Ah, but I jest. My wife is very much alive, in fact. No, screw you. She's been here with us all along, darling. Would you care to join us? Oh, this was just an anniversary gift for her? For me, how thoughtful. But did you forget the most important gift of all? Of course not. Looked like he was wearing oven mitts. Bacon bread, the perfect companion to a perfect wine, for my perfect companion. Oh darling, I think this might be our best anniversary yet. That was cute. Where is she? Oh, over here? There she is. What is a bottle of red wine without a piping hot loaf of bacon bread to accompany it? That was a rhetorical question, by the way. That played out better than I imagined. I suppose I have you to thank, adventurer, though it was the bacon bread that sealed the... Ah yes, is that Principal Genomes I hear calling? Perhaps he's made some progress with his research and requires your assistance. You had best not keep him waiting. Look, you could have just told me to go get it because you wanted it as an anniversary thing for your wife. I wouldn't have been mad. I hope these past few turns of the sun have proved as productive for you as they have for us. We have much to share. World map orchestrating role. Desire. Okay. Ridorana is the name of both a massive gap in the southern Valnord Sea and the lighthouse once manned by the Royal Dalmascan Navy to prevent ships from succumbing to the cataract's currents. I stress once manned, as the tower has laid empty since its candlekeeps abandoned their posts after the fall of Rabinashtre. But if Pharaoh Sirius offers any indication of what can befall the lighthouse in the absence of its caretakers? Yes, but the real question is how all of this ties in with Ivalician legend. A cursory examination of the Zodiac Brave story reveals no mention of a Ridorana. Yet it seemed foolish to assume that a name could not change in the centuries since the tale was writ. So I thought the cross-reference texts on modern Ilsbardian history with our translation of the Durai papers. And after an exhaustive re-examination of my ancestors' notes, I discovered that there was not a single entry in Ridorana. And while mention of the Valnord Sea was abundant, I found no reference whatsoever to any cataract or lighthouse within its waters. That's odd. They're like, get on with it. Ramza's discovery prompted me to examine the mystery from a different perspective. What if there were no mystery at all? What if at the time of Dalita's rise, the chasm did not yet exist? There's more, but only a visit to the lighthouse will enable us to confirm our theories with any certainty. This is going to be a Alliance raid? I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing. I'm doing Alliance raid. Yeah, it's an Alliance raid from what I remember. To Ridorana Lighthouse lies far from civilization. You would be wise to provision for a trip here in the Hingashi. An adventurer always comes prepared. Of course. Ooh, we're moving. I really like the look of the ship. Ooh, I like the look of this tower. The Ridorana Lighthouse. It's pretty massive. Something is very wrong here. And what would that be? No one's here. Mayhap it is best we split our fellowship into two parties. One to delve into the tower's depths, and one to observe from afar. As acting expedition subleader, I appoint you captain of the first. You may use the spyglass to aid in your search for the missing lizard. Damn it, brother, where are you? Use spyglass to search for Gaman. Is it a key item? No. Ah, you have to use it right here. I'm not even using the spyglass. This location is to offer an adequate view. Climb up and scan the area for any sign of Bagamnan. Will do. Find Bagamnan. That's one of ours. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can see from over here. How far can I go? Is he over there? No. He must be closer. Is this him? Oh, that's him. You found him? Let me see. He needs our help. This might be a trap. Prince Rassler, Princess Ashelia, I know you cannot forgive me. Nor should you. It is all my fault. I could not save you, could not save anyone but myself. I am so sorry. Bagamnan, wait. Uh-oh. Traitors, have you no pride? You treat with the very men who laid waste to our homeland. You're mistaken, brother. There are no Imperials here. We've come to help. Oh no. I know what I see. My own kin sided with the enemy. How dare you stay my audience with the princess? The Duma. It has him, Kupo. It's showing him what he wants to see. Witch, murderess. Oh no. That's not good. Gunfire? Okay, good, it missed her. Because I stopped it. Bagamnan. So this is the end. Recite the words, satisfy the covenant, relinquish thy soul unto me, and be granted that which thou desirest most in all the world. Sword in hand, a warrior, clutches stone to breast. Look at me, brother, look at me. In sword etched he his fading memories. Don't you die, not yet. In stone his tempered skill. You promised we'd all go together when our time came. You can't leave us here. By sword detested, by stone revealed. Okay, so he gave his soul to the Oracite. That light, where have I seen it before? Oh no. Uh-oh. going to continue transforming? No, he just teleported somewhere. Whatever you were doing, you need to leave the lighthouse right away. Right away, do you hear? We're going to be fighting him next. I just know it. It is as we feared, then Bagamlan's soul is lost. Very much so. Annihilation. Another Orchestrion roll. Much as I wish it were otherwise, I fear Bagamlan is beyond saving, yet we cannot suffer what is left of him to become a distraction. Father, is now not the time to abandon this quest? We are meddling with forces beyond. Enough, Alma. We adults are talking. Which Davel was searching for the lizard. While Davel was searching for the lizard, I inspected an area of exposed foundation at the base of the lighthouse. And you were right, Father. The lighthouse is built squarely atop the ruins of what can only be the clockwork city of Gouge. The what work city of who? According to the Zodiac Brave story, the clockwork city of Gouge was a metallic metropolis wherein airships, automata, and other technological marvels of the age were first conceived. Little is said about its location, however, save that it was far away. While the Dorai papers do not say a great deal more, they do mention that the land upon which the legendary city was built was severely limited, an inconvenience that forced its inhabitants to build up rather than out. Which led me to ask myself, what if the reason land was limited was because the land in question was an island? But that would still not explain the omission of the cataract. It is inconceivable that the authors would neglect to mention so prominent a landmark had it existed. And then I found it, a lone passage regarding the Gouge's fall. While the particulars were missing, it appears the city was abandoned after an explosion left half of it in ruin. I believe that this explosion may have undermined a portion of the seabed. One second. It need only have been a small area at first, one that could well have gone unnoticed during the Exodus. As time passed, however, the waters would have continued to wear away at the rock, slowly widening the gap until we have what lies beneath us today. That would this would explain why there is no mention of Ridorana prior to the present era. Come, Father, will you not tell them the rest of the possibility that we Garleans are descended in part from the displaced citizens of Gouge? Oh, that's interesting. It would explain how the Empire was able to forge its armies of iron even before the discovery of an application of Alagon technology. And it may also explain why the legend of Ivalice has resonated with our people for centuries, despite the fact that the Lost Kingdom was, as far as we can tell, in quite a different corner of the world. An interesting, if somewhat ambitious theory, but to return to your original claim, it is your belief that Ridorana Lighthouse stands atop what is left of that necklace. Where did you get it, girl? It was my mother's. Your mother's? It was my late wife's most cherished possession. Why do you ask? Baganman had a talisman he would wear beneath his jerkin. He refused to take it off, even when bathing. He said it was special. I only saw it a few times, but it looked exactly like the one your daughter wears. And what are you implying, Lizard? That my sister stole it, or my late mother? Neither. I spoke of their similarity, that is all. I don't like that kid. Can you believe the nerve of this boy? Enough, Ramza. Our guests are merely concerned for the well-being of their kin. But what of our kin? What of them, Ramza? Do you imagine our kin to be better than theirs in some way, or anyone else's for that matter? I apologize, Father. Yeah, I agree. Adults are talking on me. We have but one purpose, son, and that is to prove the existence of Ivalice and clear our family's name. Do not allow anger or hate to lead you from that path. Now we have a lost city to explore. Ooh, reader on a lighthouse. Okay, let me queue up. Oh, is this entrance over here? Yep, it is. This kid. Hopefully he'll learn. I wonder how long. Ooh. I think this queue is going to go pretty fast. We already have all the tanks we need. We have 2 healers and 7 DPS. What does he have to say for his outburst? First Lysalia, and now gouge what other wonders might slumber beneath our very feet. That's all you have to say? Also, you shouldn't say sorry to your father. You should be saying sorry to these two over here. I will not believe that there is nothing left of Bagamnon in that creature. We can still save him. We can. Renook, what do you have to say? Don't you tell me he's gone. He's not. He's stronger than that. He's the strongest Banga you'll ever meet. He'll tear his way out of that Lukavi and crush it under his foot. Gijuk? The captain's dead. I saw the light leave his eyes, and now we're alone. Alma? This necklace, why is it so special? I'm frightened, Deval. I guess we'll find out. Mikoto? My heart cries out to join you on your journey into the depths of Gouge, but my head tells me that I would pay for the privilege with my life. I have received no martial training. Deville, whatever wonders await you, my place is here on the Prima Vista. Now, is there aught you wish to know before disembarking? Not really. Purdy, what do you have to say? Since my fool of a brother insists on going ahead with this farce, you have a responsibility not only to ensure that he returns safely, but that he does so a full-fledged warrior. Though I'd settle for the return safely part if push comes to shove, Kupo. Genomise? While it may seem that I only call upon you when danger rears its ugly head, I assure you nothing could be further from the truth. You seem unconvinced. Perhaps we could speak of this upon your return from the Clockwork City. Okay. Lena? Oh, you thought I might be joining you on your journey into the heart of a 1,000-year-old nest of fiends? Sorry to disappoint, Deval. But a detailed account of my innie swashbuckling upon your safe return will suffice. Or failing that a body, that would make for quite a story. And Mont, we'll see, what do you have to say? Oh. Now is not the time to get your fur in a frizzle, Mont Blanc. Breathe. I am a warrior of legend. Kupo. Hopefully Mont gets what he wants. Oh damn it, we lost the tank. You know what? I want to go to the gold saucer while I wait. Actually, wait. There were the two... Where is it? Yangxia? Yeah, there were these two blue quests there. I want to go get them. Where? Oh, okay, good, they're close. Ochimi? Perchance to Hanami. Tell me, have you met the Namazu that live in Yuzuka Manor? The manor can be found to the northwest of Namai. It was originally home to a wealthy family. However, they were murdered when the Empire attacked. These days, a group of Namazu live there. They visit Namai every now and then, coming to trade fish with us. They had shown an interest in some of the trees around here, so I had thought to give them a seedling in return. Although the road to the manor is long and fraught with danger, would you mind if I asked you to deliver it in my place, if you are willing to help? Please collect the seedlings and a vial of wood vinegar from in front of Fukudo's house. The wood vinegar will help them repel insects. Please deliver everything to the Namazu beyond Gyotai. Okay. And this person over here has one. Oh, and the seedlings. There's stuff over here I can get. Courage the Cowardly Lupin. Ooh, I like this. I do not recall having seen you before. Would you happen to be a traveler? If so, may I request some of your time? Sure. Have you heard of Lupin? They are a race that appears to be half man, half wolf, and are known for their skill in combat. They have long served the king of Doma. However, when Doma fell to the Empire, many of them were conscribed into the Imperial Army. Those who refused were forced to live out their lives as bandits. There is one family of Lupin that have called Namai their home for many a generation. They have acted as the village's protectors on countless occasions. We could not have survived without their aid. Their current oldest son had been the family's backbone up until he too was forced to enlist. Only the mother and her younger son remain now. The whole village expected their youngest to pick up where his brother left off. Sadly, he turned out to be one of the weakest Lupin I have ever seen. He has been unable to find the village in any way, much less protect it. The ferocious appetite that his kind possess was looked upon kindly back when they kept the village safe, but people are not so understanding when the Lupin give back nothing in return. Even so, considering he spent most of his time looking after his sickly mother, I do not believe he is deserving of the village's ire. Assuming you are not passing through, would you be willing to help the young Lupin? Yeah, I will. My thanks. The boy I would have you help is named Kurubana. He lives up on that hill to the west. Okay, well, I will do that. Let me get these. And the wood vinegar. Oh, we have 9 DPS now. Gyotai. Am I bringing it to Gyotai? All the way down here. Okay, I want to go talk to the person up here. Ooh, what's this music? Do you have business with me? Ah, the old man put you up to this. He certainly enjoys meddling in the affairs of others. It is as he says, I am not much of a fighter. My bite is as soft as a Moogle's. Of course, I would love to protect the village just like my brother, but there is a reason he was conscribed and not I. The only thing I am good at is gathering herbs from my mother. I spend the rest of my time trying not to get in the way of the other villagers. At any rate, if you have no further business with me, I must head off to grind some herbs to make Mother's medicine. Kurobana could do with a confidence boost. Try to rally his spirits. Okay, do I already have rally? Yeah, I do. I already have rally on my bar. I have no idea why you're so interested in me, but fine, I shall do battle with one of the nearby beasts that will satisfy you. That is not to say I will prove Fukudo wrong. I am merely doing this to show that you should not have expected aught of me. Okay, how far is he? Where did he go? Oh, he went all the way down there. Come on, we just need 6 more DPS and 5 healers. Oh, he's already been taken down. Thank you for intervening. I do hope you have seen enough now to accept that Fukudo was right. I am not and never will be a warrior. Fukudo is my brother in name only. Now please, leave me be. Tell Fukudo that you helped me and I once again proved to be helpless. Is this for like a beast tribe or something? I don't know. Ooh, I want this mount. Red bird. I caught a glimpse of Kurobana heading off somewhere with the spear a while ago. Tell me, how did he fare? Hopeless as ever, you say. Hakuro is such a fine warrior. I cannot believe Kurobana does not possess the same potential. There must be some way we can help him, surely. Have him try something besides fighting. I had not thought of that before, but it's quite an idea. Ooh, we have 10 DPS now. It seems my mind has grown slow in my old age. Not all Lupin are born fighters. Let us find Kurobana and see if there's not something else he is skilled at. I apologize for stopping you on your journey, but if you have time to help, please let me know. Ooh, there's rings. Useless to me. Wait, hold on. The Lancer, Dragoon... Hold on. What? Where's my, where is it? Is that it? No. Oh, there it is. Wait, hold on. I want to check what ring my Lancer has. Ooh, damn. I must have accidentally gotten rid of my chest piece, hand piece, feet and pants a while ago. Let's see. Rings are level 60, level 60, level 60. And these are... No, these are necklaces. I have a level 60 necklace on. And these are level 64. This would be an upgrade. 80 strength. 78 strength. Sure, why not? I'll get that. Oh, wait a second. I know what was going on. I never put on my soul crystal. That's better, but I don't have my hands or chest piece. Maybe I accidentally put them in my glamour chest. I should take them out at some point. Okay. Ooh, 12 DPS and 2 healers. Kurabana versus the rice sacks. I see you have chosen to stay and help. You have my thanks. I believe Kurabana may be the best suited to work that involves heavy lifting. As you are doubtless aware, this village's economy is entirely supported by rice farming. All harvested rice is stuffed into straw bags and carried to a nearby storehouse. While Kurabana might not be a fighter, he is still a Lupin, and as such possesses strength greater than most men. I imagine he would put this to use by transporting rice. I will inform the storehouse manager, Shirojishi, of the situation. Could you discuss this with Kurabana for me? I'm sure your word will carry more weight with him than mine would. Alright. Ooh, nice. We have 3 healers and 14 DPS? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You know what? I want to turn in this other quest down here first. Ooh, a sprout. Where's the moon? There's the moon. I like the moon. Yes, 1 more month. I cannot wait. Oh, it's these guys. These little fish guys. Gyotai. Yes, yes, you have business with us? Yes, take these. Oh my, most sincere thanks to the kind people of Namai. Since we began living here, we have been feverishly reading through the Manor's collection of books. No easy task it was. One of the books talked of something called Hanami. It was described as a tradition of enjoying the aesthetic beauty of flowers. I told the people of Namai of my fascination with the subject. I think they remembered and sent us these gifts. We shall raise this plant well so that we too can someday enjoy Hanami. Yes, yes. I really hope Endwalker is just as good as Shadowbringers. If not that, then better. I'm not sure how they'll top Shadowbringers. Oh, almost forgot. Blue quest. Don't mind me. I'm just driving inside of your building. Where the hell is this blue quest at? Is it in here? Oh, there it is. Gjordin? Oh, they give bracelets. It's probably an upgrade for my Dragoon anyway. I'll get it. You look not as one who hails from here. May I inquire, are you a traveler, an adventurer? If so, there is a deed I would ask of you. But before we delve into details, introductions are in order. I am Gyorin. Gyorin I am. I live in this shack with others like myself, and I, like many, have a dream. Yes, yes. I aspire to become the greatest of merchants, to be rich, to be wealthy, beyond compare, and then to have an apron made for me that is mine and mine alone. Yes, yes, that is my dream. Among the many treasures in our shack are a collection of imakimono, that someone left behind. Beautiful pictures, wise words. One tells the ancient tale of a poor merchant who rose to great heights. Yes, yes, ever since reading that, I have dreamt of doing the same. It is in that very tale an able adventurer much like yourself appeared. Quite clever, quite knowing. He gifted to the merchant his wisdom, his ways, and lo, here you are. It can be no mere coincidence. It is fate, destiny. You must forgive my manners. In my excitement, I neglected to ask your name, your title. May I have it? Davel du Thorl, is it? Then I shall call you Davel. Yes, yes, that will do nicely. Now, where were we? Ah, of course. I was hoping to enlist your aid in my rise through the merchant ranks. I am afraid I am quite forgetful these days. I am. My storehouse lies not far from here. Would you do me the honor of paying a visit? I keep all my wares there, my treasures, my trinkets. I should very much like to hear your honest appraisal. Yes, yes. Come then, Davel. You need only follow me. This way, this way. Okay. Yeah, I heard they had the same. I heard Endwalker has the same rider as Shadowbringers. Hopefully that's a good sign. I'll be right back with it. You need only wait a moment. And you're going to be waiting even longer. Sorry, little fish people. It's going to pop up again. Come on, everyone accept. Come on, just 1 DPS. Come on. That's 1 simple DPS. There we go. Durana Lighthouse. Yay, math boss? Someone said that. Math boss? Are we going to do math? Pomfrit, the darkening cloud. Are we all going in? A lot of people didn't move out of the way like they should have. To be fair, I probably would have done the same. Uh-oh, uh-oh. What's going on over there? Oh, they're moving around. I kinda like this boss. It's making me move around a bit. Oh, I don't know what to do with these. I don't know what to do with these. I guess they just throw you up into the air? Where's it gonna go? Tsunami gonna go? Forward. Okay. Side. Okay. Oh, Alliance C has lost a lot of people. But it looks like they're coming back. Final Fantasy 12. I need to play that someday. I need to play most of the other Final Fantasy games in general, actually. I don't want either of these things. Pass. Pass. I'll take this one. quality of life changes are always good. I should definitely look into getting the remastered ones. Ivalice Gigas. Is everyone in? Looks like everyone's in. Everyone ready? Oh. Come on, get over here. There we go. Okay, fire's the tank buster, from the looks of it. Oh no. The hand of time. I do not know what to do here. Stand in between? No, not in between. Well, I'm frozen. No, I'm not frozen in place anymore. I think someone's supposed to bring him away. Yeah, I think that's what we were supposed to do. There we go. Oh, it's those things. The hand of time. Oh, it's these things. And I'm frozen in place. Come on, let me move, let me move, let me move. Fire 4. Oh, okay. And he's at 10%. Oh, damn it. I was not paying attention. There we go. Pants. Nah, I don't want either of these. Oh, well, this must be what we're talking about the math boss. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. Oh, okay. Assume we just kill all of them? There we go. There we go. Now he's dying. Looks like this is the final boss. Or not? I don't think so. 2D progress 4 to 7. Construct 7. And wait for if anybody had to say anything to say. I guess we got all going in. seems simple enough. Calibrate vitals to multiples of 3. 3? Pretty sure I messed up there. I like this boss. Minus plus, okay. We haven't died yet. Line current vitals with specified multiples. Calibrate vitals to primes. No. Calibrate vitals to multiples of 4, 6, 4. I'll stand here. No. He's dead. Or he would be. Well, that killed me. What did everyone get? Boots, Lancer Dragoon? This is 70. You know what, I'll greet it. Oh, this is pretty.
Long have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine.
Damn, it's voiced.
Come! The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate!
Is he going to change even more? Looks like it. I like the look of this boss. Aligned say, okay, I guess we're going over here. I'm ready.
Is a cancer! And I am the father's blade! I'll tell you, limb from limb! Escape this!
Dust storm. What does that do?
Your suffering is not yet over. You will not have mercy. Agony and sorrow. Escape this!
Why do I set up positive?
Agony and sorrow!
I set the positive over my head.
Like a knife through butter!
A bit crazy over here.
Is not yet over. is my pleasure.
What is he summoning?
You will not have mercy. Your suffering is not yet over. Agony and sorrow. I, the captain, shall deliver the king's justice. Feel the wrath of my brothers!
Oh.
You will pay for what you have done with blood!
Oh, I see what everything's for. This is far from finished, Guardians! Rush a knife through butter! Your suffering is not yet over. 16%.
I'll tear you limb from limb! You will not have mercy! Rush a knife through butter! My wounds give me strength!
There it is.
You may have escaped me in this life, but I shall be waiting in the next.
I like that dungeon. Get to healer. I'll need one. Agreed. These. I'll pass on these. I'll greed this. Greed. Greed. Pass. Probably should have just needed them all. Oh, there's the necklace. Mother's necklace, but what is it doing here? Unless... What happened there? Alma, are you there? I'm here, Ramza. Extraordinary. The stones are different, but the craftsmanship is identical. However, did it come to be in Bagamnan's possession? Though they are indeed of a different shape, the stones appear to be cut from the same crystal. Oh, they are oricite. Oricite, but what makes you say that? Can't you feel it? You can feel it, can't you, Hurdy? Do you recall me telling you that Bagamnan considered the necklace special? It was special because it was entrusted to him by Prince Ralsir. He was to return it to Princess Ashelia upon delivering her highness from Nalbina Fortress. A family keepsake? Of course, in each necklace, each oricite has acted as a lodestone, drawing both of our parties closer and closer to Ivalice. Indeed, Father, the oricite guides us. Ramza, are you recovered? Thank you, sister. I am well now. From what we know of the Duma and the Otius, vestiges of one's will may endure in an oricite. Could it be then that the desire of the former owner or creator of these necklaces was simply to return to Ivalice? But who could that have been? Ramza Beov. He wanted people to return to his homeland and uncover the truth behind the kingdom's founding. But then why show us Lesalia and Gauge, you ask? Simple. We are being tested. The oricite is measuring our worth, seeing if we are deserving of that truth. You say these things as if you knew them, but how could you? Nothing we have uncovered suggests anything of the kind. I know you have your doubts, but I can assure you they are misplaced. For now, I must ask you to trust Lady Murilla. Lady Murilla, since when did you... The necklace did something to him. Ramza, are you feeling quite yourself? Of course I am, sister dearest. I've never felt better. Yeah, something's wrong with him. A sense a disturbance in the ether. Father, these necklaces are gifts from the old gods who once watched over the Ivalicians. It is proof we have their blessing. With the necklaces and the Otius, we can finally prove. Uh-oh. Something's affecting him. Thank you, David. I know not what came over me. Ramza, you must rest. Leave me be, Alma. Did I not tell you I'll be fine? Okay. Another adventure under our belts, Ivalice, but I'd best put pen to page before the details fade. Thessalia now gouged. One would think our discovery is more than sufficient to prove to Lexentale's claims, at least with regard to Ivalice's existence. But something tells me that until Genomes has proof that his ancestors were not the heretics the church painted them to be, he will not rest. And then there's the curious case of Ramza. At Alma's throat one moment, all sister dearest the next. He was like a different person when he came to, yet I seem to be alone in wondering exactly what happened to him back at the lighthouse. If you ask this lady, he must have taken quite some bump to the head when he fell. Then again, it didn't take him long to turn back into his spiteful little self. So all's well that ends well. Oh, I need to fix my stuff. Closest place I can do that is down there. There we go. All fixed. The path of most resistance. Greetings and salutations, Davel. I suppose you are wondering whether or not the good Genomes has finally determined where in the world our next adventure is to take us. Where would it be? The good news is he has. The bad news, however... Now, while it is not in my nature to be sensationalist, sensationalism is in my job description, so please bear with me when I tell you not all is right aboard the airship. Lexentale, something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone some sullen gate guard. Shall we continue our conversation on the Prima Vista, away from inquisitive ears? The question is, then, where exactly did Ramza and his fellowship journey next? Ivalice, to what do we owe this unexpected visit? I had not planned on summoning you for another several turns of the sun. Apologize if we have caused you any worry. I suppose one cannot allow a reporter in their midst and not expect her to report what she sees, though I did expect a tad more discretion from Miss Murilla. Alma has, as of late, been experiencing difficulties with her health. Chirurgeons have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her, but as far as they can tell, there's nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended day in a foreign land has taken their toll on her fragile heart. Looks okay to me. Ivalice, when did you... Never mind, she does not look okay to me. Alma. I'm fine, brother. It is obvious you not. You must return to your chambers and rest. Forgive me, perhaps we shall speak again once I regain my strength. Until then, please look after my father. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the matter of our next expedition. As we discovered during our most recent foray into the Ester Sands, the Dalmascan capital of Rabanastre appears to lie upon the ruins of what can only be the royal city of Lassalia, ancient capital of the lost kingdom of Ivalice. Shortly after, we stumbled across remnants of the legendary clockwork city of Gouge, clearly repurposed into a lighthouse overlooking the Ridoran Cataract. Remnants which now sit suspended above the fathomless chasm. Lassalia Gouge, what have they in common, you ask? I shall tell you. They both appear in my ancestors' accounts of the rise of Ivalice, the Dorai Papers. And with each new discovery, this forbidden chronicle is now proving Ivalician legend to be more fact than fairy tale. There's no denying the proof, and it is but a matter of time before scholars and historians from across the realm come to the same conclusion. But as you are all aware, my aim has never been to simply prove the existence of Ivalice. No, I shall not rest until I have revealed the truth of young Ramza's role in King Dalita's ascension, and cleared my ancestor Orain Dorai of the false accusations made against him by the church. Should we not see the Alma first? Yeah, that seems to be the more pressing concern. Kugane's chirurgeons would have us believe that she is in no immediate danger, as her illness is not one of the body but of the mind. To borrow their words, her spirit is in a state of unbalance and merely requires time to right itself. Something bad's gonna happen to her. I don't trust this kid. Alma will be fine as long as she remains in bed. The last thing she needs is any further excitement, especially at the paws of these meddlesome mole bats. Though I must admit, both Mont and his brother have proven more useful than I would have ever dared to imagine. When it comes to usefulness, I am first in the field, or was it furriest in the field? Would you like to see my fur, Kupo? And you wonder why Ramza despises you so, brother. Then they do all the work and all you do is jest, Kupo. Ah, but you are mistaken, Hurdy. I bear neither you nor your brother any ill will, any further ill will, that is. If anything, I owe you my thanks for your recent contributions. His thanks? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What happened to the venom-spitting adder we all used to know and hate? I don't know. Almost certainly seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all-too-convenient transformation. I don't trust him either. Simply showing the world that Ivalice actually existed will not validate the claims chronicled in the Durai papers. Yes, Omni. He is sus. Simply showing the world that Ivalice actually exists will not validate the claims chronicled in the Durai papers. Ramza is sus. That is correct, Father. The key lies with Ramza Beov. If we can find evidence of his hidden role in history, it will prove Oran's testimony true and safeguard our family name from ridicule. Which is why I turned the focus of my research to Dalita's forgotten companion and his actions during the War of the Lions. It was only then I discovered something most intriguing. An underlying struggle with an unknown force. A force with the power to bring about calamitous ruin. Sounds familiar. Oricite, the twisted abomination we encountered in both Lassalia and Gao, Jalukavi. They are born of these unholy crystals. While nobles of the south and north and south squabbled over Ivalice's crown, Ramza silently sought to rid the world of a darker evil. Evil manifests from the deepest desires of men and women whose minds have fallen prey to the Oricite. And with each confrontation did Ramza's fellowship grow smaller, countless companions lost to a cause that would go unwritten, yet was far more important than any clash of armies. And so did they endure, until reaching their final destination, the Orbone Monastery. Oh, I know this one. The Orbone Monastery is where Princess Ovelia was raised. There's a scene about it in the Zodiac Brave story. After Dalita emerged victorious in his final campaign, he married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivalice. I see someone has been paying attention. But I don't understand. Why would Ramza's crusade against the Luvaki take him back there? According to the Durai papers, the sinister being who endangered the Oricite was said to have slumbered beneath the monastery. But who or what could have the means to create something so powerful? Ultima, the High Seraph. Is a Seraph? Or what's a Seraph? Seraphs are believed by some to be servants of the gods, divine beings whose only purpose is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. As to whether or not Ultima can claim this title, however, I cannot say. Just as there were those who chose to worship Ultima and her otherworldly might, there were equally as many who feared the visitor and her deadly magics, oft referring to her as the Angel of Blood, for the carnage left in her wake. This sounds interesting. Interesting. What if the spell Devil claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally also called Ultima, was in fact an elegant interpretation of the very magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? What would that mean? I've spoken with several colleagues back in Charlayan regarding their opinions on the ancient incantation, while they yet have little to show for their research. They all agree on one thing: the manner in which ultimate ethereal manifest should not be possible, at least on Hydaelyn. So it would naturally make sense if we discovered that the Alligans learned the spell from a being not of this dimensional plane. As to exactly how they convinced the being to impart that knowledge unto them, not of this plane? What manner of creature are we talking about here? Oh, Sid. Like one similar to Omega. Ooh, yes. I like Omega. How long have you been listening from the shadows, my friend? Just enough time for him to make a grand entrance. Long enough. I am here to deliver the item Mikoto requested. Sid, there was no need for you to deliver it personally. A Moogle would have sufficed. A Moogle, and trust that he won't tear open a package and show it to some random adventurer? No, this was far too important. If you two do not mind, the principal was about to tell us how to find Orbone Monastery. Would that I could. You don't know? Then what have we been doing here? At ease, Lady Muriela. The Durai people speak of a cataract situated on the river Zirchel, several leagues southeast of Rabanastre. There supposedly lies the monastery. Zirchel is not a name you will find on any modern Damascan map. Rivers, however, especially ones as large as the Zirchel is established to be, are rare in a nation more than half claimed by the sand. The river we seek can only be that which bisects Golmor on the Naxian border. And for that valuable information we owe thanks to our brothers Moogle. Their travels have made them veritable authorities on Dalmascan geography. Wait, but earlier you claimed you didn't know the monastery's whereabouts. I'm confused. Its location is not what concerns me, but perhaps the Moogles themselves should explain. Dodging the question. Why certainly, that verdant valley of vines and vipers to where we must voyage next is home to the Viera, and therein lies a little problem. The one thing the Viera do not suffer is trespassers, not even lovable Moogles, Kupo. Our glamours kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins, much like those we've discovered in La Salia and Gouge, but the Viera trackers eventually found us and took us before their elders. We barely escaped with our palms, Kupo. So that is why we are still here talking instead of bound to the bound for the border. There are Viera who have spurned the strict code of their tribes, abandoning their people to come and live in the cities of Damaska. Finding and recruiting one to our cause might provide us with insight into how to reach the Orbone Monastery ruins. Unfortunately, the nation's current turmoil has not made it easy to accomplish this task. We still require more time. Before boarding the shuttle here, I was stopped by Abanga on the docks. He asked me if I knew a Davel Dotharl and bid I deliver her a message. I told him he was welcome to accompany me to the Prima Vista so that he might deliver that message himself, but the man refused. Mikoto, I saw this device crafted to your exact specifications, but cannot guarantee that it will function as intended. Seeing as I had nary a subject to test it on. Of course, Master Sid, if any trouble is met, then most likely it is my design that is to blame. What's it supposed to do? Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering, but you sell yourself too short, my dear. Here's to your success, good day. I guess we'll find out what that is. Speak with Mikoto. With Mikoto. Oh, there she is. Since that you are interested in the package she delivered, I have every intention to apprise you of its contents, but first I believe we should speak of Alma's condition. Did you not find her illness all too timely? Genovese and Ramza would like to believe that her bouts of vertigo are not but the result of a mind fatigued. But the answer is clear. It is the Orosite that plagues her. I knew something was up. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with the Otius before his first foray into Rabanastre. However, I do not think this entirely true, which is not to imply that Alma is trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with the Orosite. Moreover, I suspect it was the Orosite itself that granted her this vision. You recall my hypothesis on distinct frequency NRR-type harmonic vibrations and their tendency to promote ethereal amplification? Or when I mentioned that despite being in the principal's possession for an extended period, the Otius exhibited none of the imprinting present in the Duma? No? Vaguely remember that? The Otius has never resonated with Genovese. It has always been his wife's pendant and its Orosite shard, the Virgo, that fueled his passion for Ivalice. Not the Otius is... No, the Otius is bound to Alma's deepest desires, whatever those may be. The only reasons I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to the Orosite's grasp is that her desires are not as strong as those we have witnessed in Argoth or Bagamden, that and the ethereal interference caused by other nearby shards. I have explained all of this to Alma and recommended that she destroy the necklace. Not yet necklace, yet not only did she refuse, but she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. And so I did the only thing I could. I devised a means with which I might impede or at least lessen the effects of the Otius. This device, while still incomplete, will amplify the NRR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. This should work to interfere with those emitted by the Otius, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of their effects. The city blows all abuzz with the word of a Bongan brigand loitering about the airship landing. Do you think it could be someone we know, Kupo? Probably. Okay, here he is. Bwagi. Apologies, David, but I needed to speak with you, and you alone. And don't mind me, Kupo. I'll just be floating over here in perfect earshot. Why you? What makes you think I won't lay you low right here, right now? Because we are here to offer you a proposition, that's what. We need information on the Galmore jungle, and thought a man as well-traveled as you might be persuaded to provide some. Galmore, you of all creatures should know that that is Vieira land. What are you offering then? Why, the opportunity to tell us what you know. Genovese believes our next ventures lies beneath the jungle canopy, Kupo. I should have expected as much. Very well, Davel. I came to ask if you would meet someone. Now it seems that someone may be able to assist Genovese as well. Seeing as you and the principal did right by us before, I do not see a reason why I cannot take both of you. Okay? Let me know when you are ready to depart for Rabanastre. We will travel in our airship. The Prima Vista would draw too much unwanted attention. I'm ready. are we? Oh, we're super high up. Back to the life of brigandry in disguise, are we? Of course not. Not that it didn't cross our minds, but when faced with the decision of what to do next, we needed simply to remember the dying words of our leader. Gijur Greenoak and I decided to re-enlist as Dalmascan Fusiliers. And the occupying Garleans actually said yes, Kupo? Not exactly. We're now with the resistance. You no doubt have heard of the uprising in Dalmasca that followed the Doman liberation, and how he was crushed under the iron heel of the 4th Legion. Yeah, I've heard. The resistance leaders were captured, tortured, and publicly executed. Yet much to the Empire's chagrin, the gruesome display only served to further rally the survivors. Remove one head and 2 grow back in its place. Remove 2 and then there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal will live on. Now there exist several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to one known as Lent's Tears. And when we told our company, a commanding officer, of our recent crossing with you and yours, she simply insisted that we introduce you. Me, but I wasn't even supposed to be here, Kupo. Not you, Hairball, her. Meet with the general and hear her proposal. Devel, if you are not interested, we shall return you to Kugane unharmed. We have our... Kuro got your tongue? But not straight, dead ahead, lads. Really like the way this place looks. This way. We've many moms to cover before nightfall. What, Vieira? I've done as you asked. I bring you the Liberator. And Hero thought she'd be taller. I knew it, a Vieira. I am Fran, proud daughter of Dalmasca and General of Lent's Tears. And yes, Moogle, I am a Vieira. Are you surprised? I'm not. Why yes, in fact, I am. Her kind are all supposed to be living amongst the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world, Kupo. There were supposedly a few who have left their homes, but I most certainly did not expect to see one here in this sewer. Indeed. This Banga claims you seek Orborn. Does he speak true? Those ruins lie deep within the Gullmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense were you to defile it with your presence. What is more, Bragi tells me you travel with Garleans, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How can we place our trust in one who would do such? My blade has tasted the blood of too many Garleans to count. then you know the Empire and its people are one and the same. When you slay an Imperial soldier, you're not slaying an individual, you're slaying the enemy. Your companions, Liberator, are the enemy, despite their supposed change of heart. You misunderstand. King Genovese does not approve the Emperor's warmongering. He wants to help Dalmasca and its impoverished masses, Kupo. And what would the Moogle know about my people? Does your blood run Dalmascan red? We could cut you open and find out. General, there is no need for threats. Oh, right, Broggy. Let us then parley. Parley? First, the resistance requires men and women from the Eorzean land and Eastern Alliances to join us in ridding Dalmasca of its Imperial invaders. Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you, or if not, they will listen to these scions to which you claim allegiance. Second, the resistance requires gold to strengthen our forces from within. Your allies are in bed with the Eastern Aldnard Trading Company, which continues its dealings with Garlemald even as you raise your sword against them, profiting from the Empire's rampant aggression. As targets of that aggression, I believe my people are entitled to a portion of those profits. Grant me these simple things, and I shall personally guide you safely to the ruins of Orbone. And what of the Lexentales? See me to the victory, and I'll take the Emperor himself. Those are my conditions. What say you? I will deliver your request to the Scions, but can promise no more. Tell them my demands, but know the fate of your expedition hangs on how well you do so. I'd say we have a work cut out for us, Kupo. Wagi, you and the Fusiliers are to accompany the Liberator. I expect a detailed report on how my demands are received. Yes, General. I like her hair. Not that I expect him to be taken seriously. You are a fool to trust him, Princess. Speak with Mont Blanc. Where is he? Oh, there he is. What an adventure, Kupo. Just think, by tomorrow we could all be the newest members of the Dalmascan resistance. Not that I'm ready to give up my place on the Prima Vista just yet. Welcome to their jungle. Ooh. Hurry, hurry. If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst, Kupo. Where's, oh, wait, there's Ramza. This woman asks much of us. The Viera have ever been wary of outsiders. For centuries, their many tribes have remained hidden in the jungles, content with this self-imposed solitude. Each tribe has its own strict code and will met swift punishment to any who would defy these laws. As such, many of Viera will spend her entire life bound to the territory of her ancestors, both unwilling and unable to venture beyond its borders. And while the tribes are wholly independent, they have agreed to uphold a single standard: shun all contact with the outside world unless it is to protect the jungle. That said, with every generation there are those Viera who long for a life beyond the verdant sea of trees and abandon their tribes to start a new life in the kingdom cities. My guess that this friend is one such individual. Who also happens to be the only individual who we know who can guide us to the monastery, Kupo. It seems Davel's sword arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. She'll need to don the right mantle of a diplomat if we're to convince the alliances and the Eastern Aldnard Trading Company to grant us aid. What could go wrong? So who are we gonna go be talking to? Yes, I know you said not to call unless it was urgent, but this is urgent, alright? And not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your requests, and I thought you might want to hear what they had to say. And let me preempt any request for immediate disclosure with a reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over Link Pearl. Meet me at the Ruby Bazaar post-haste, and I shall duly apprise you of their judgment. Well then, Davel, what are we waiting for? Okay, Lena. I've read about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end a 1,000-year conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers and a coffer or 3 of Gil should be a piece of Rolandberry cake. I suppose we should inform Bwagi down at Kugane Landing of our progress. You mentioned he was to keep an eye on us? I guess we'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna change up my outfit for now. I want to do this outfit. There's Bwagi. So you've an answer from East Aldnard already? Impressive. It would seem the Lady Fran has underestimated your influence amongst the realm's players. I assume you have no objections to me joining you then? Well, I'd be fine with you joining, but you didn't even give me an answer. You didn't even give me the chance to answer. Okay, the Ruby Bazaar. It's it's up here. I'm not gonna teleport, I'm just gonna run through. Here we go. Hancock awaits us in the bazaar. Shall we, Davel? Yes, let's go in. A lovely lady and a banga? Okay, I'm back. A lovely lady and a bonga? Here I was expecting you would be alone, Davel. But excuse my manners, I am Hancock, representative of the East Aldnard Trading Company, assigned to oversee her assets here in Kugane. It is a pleasure to meet you. Ooh, it's a Yugiri. And I am Yugiri. We apologize for making you come all this way. Not that it is far from the landing to, I like Yugiri. Wagi, was it? I serve Lord Hien, rightful ruler of Doma, and I have come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I am Taru of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I'm only here seeing as no one else could be bothered. Well, that and to bear a message from the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance. Thank you both for coming. I am Wagi, formerly of the Dalmascan Royal Fusiliers. I now claim allegiance to the Lynx Tears, a resistance group seeking to accomplish what you have in Doma and Alamigo. What tidings have you brought us? Yugiri makes me wanna level ninja. Allow me to begin then. While the East Aldnard Trading Company sympathizes with your plight, we are not in a position to grant you the funding you seek. You brought us all the way here to talk about that? Say we have no they don't have enough funding? As you are aware, the East Aldnard Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or personal. And what of our relationship with the Eorzean Alliance? Ah yes, what I meant to say was, here in Hingashi, the East Aldnard Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, but be it in matters political and You must understand our position. Simply supplying coin to any one group would make it appear that we somehow favor that group over another, seeing as we conduct business openly and fairly with everyone. Doing such would be sending the wrong message and ultimately harm profits, yes. And by selling to both sides, you maximize profits while good men and women perish. How convenient. We are a business, milady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean, however, we are blind to the needs of our customers or our allies, which is why we support the Eorzean Alliance in their noble efforts to safeguard their realm's freedom through a mutually beneficial arrangement. If it were my choice, I would provide your little resistance with all the funding it needs, but as my good friend Davel knows all too well, it is not my choice. Well, now that Hancock's thoroughly lowered your spears, you won't be as crestfallen when I inform you the Eorzean Alliance will also be unable to provide any assistance. I thought so. And let me guess, you did everything in your power to try and convince the leaders of each city-state, only to watch as they politely declined our proposal, claiming an unfortunate lack of intelligence or resources. Wait, how did you... Lord Hien sends his greetings to you and yours. Having recently found strength through a newly formed alliance with our neighboring nations, Doma is open to further welcoming like-minded organizations. This includes our Dalmascan brothers and sisters still suffering under the imperial yoke. However, word has it that the latest attempt at reclaiming our kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the resistance leaders. You are not mistaken, our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Rabanastre. The 4th Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's disciplined ranks. If Doma is to join hands with Dalmasca as an ally, you must first prove to us that you will stand as one. Doma as a full-fledged ally would serve far better to strengthening our cause than a few temporary soldiers. Yet even if we were able to wrest Dalmasca from the Empire's grasp, without unity amongst your people, the resulting chaos would prove even more perilous to the kingdom. You understand much of that situation. Based on that understanding, you would refuse your aid to Lint's tears, am I correct? Do not mistake me. Lord Hien's refusal is but a message to help you plan your next step. You have a wise master. He understands that without proper planning, driving one enemy from your midst simply creates room for the next. Lady Fran will no doubt be pleased to hear that your response was exactly what she expected. You knew this whole time that your demands would be rejected, yet still you let this farce play out? You have my apologies, but this was all necessary to prove an important point to our leader. I want her outfit. Lady Fran needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into, and your honesty to today will serve us better than any hollow promise. Thank you. Wait, what about Gorlmore's jungle? Maybe we'll still go there? Can you believe this? We're right back to where we started. Principal Genovese will not be pleased. Okay, where am I going now? I'm going to the Prima Vista? Okay. Wait, oh, I can just run across. Okay. Oh, cinematic starting. If it is as you say, it is most fortunate. It was most unfortunate, but I suppose we did everything in our power, and that is all one could ask. I still don't understand. Why would Lady Fran send Davil on this wild passe chase if she knew from the start it would be for naught? Woggy mentioned something about Fran proving a point to their leader, whomever that may be. People in positions of power can prove both naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a leader she is wrong may not convince her of the fact. Seeing one's own plan fail, however, is oft the best medicine. Naive and stubborn, then resistance is doomed. If a person is as imposing as Fran has taken orders from her, then chances are their leader is even worse, Koopa. I would not be so certain, Mont. My guess is that the individual in question is still quite young and inexperienced, and that Lady Fran is trying to teach her to be an effective leader through example. By allowing her to make her own mistakes, Fran is granting her the ability to learn and grow from them, an experience that will ultimately benefit her when the time comes to make some truly difficult decisions. Now, I seem to recall reading that one of the many faces of the resistance before the recent quelling was a young girl of royal blood. Do you suppose... You may cease with your baseless presumptions, defector. The door was open. And you would be? I would be here on orders from the leader of Lintiers against my better judgment, mind you. Greetings, Lady Fran, I presume. I am Genovese, principal of the Majestic Theatre Company. You and your colleagues are most welcome on the Prima Vista. What is it your leader would have of us? When you failed in meeting even a single of our demands, she recognizes that you were sincere in your attempts to see them fulfilled. And for that matter, you are to be compensated. That is most generous. I assume that compensation is getting to get into the forest? Into jungle? The ruins which you seek are hidden behind a waterfall here. A point roughly equidistant from the river, equivalent from the river's source and its delta. You have our thanks, Lady Fran. We will not forget this kindness. Father, I shall plot a course immediately. Ramza, what is going on here? Is Alma okay? Alma, you should be in bed. I've slept enough, brother. Tell me, who are our guests? It appears you once again prepare a leap into danger's maw. Keep your wits about you, Devel. Lady Fran is strong, but then again, so is Gamnan. I'll be prepared. If you'll excuse me. What was that look for? Are you mad to trip to the surface in your condition? Listen to me, brother. The High Seraph beckons. She speaks to me through the OTS. The what? There's no need to worry. Makoto and I have already devised a plan. I can help clear our family name. Just Charlene has no say in this. I am your father, and I insist you remain here on the airship. What would your mother say if I allowed aught to befall you? Mother, that is what this is all about, isn't it? What it has always been about. You care not about Ivalice or the Oran name. No, you only seek to use the Orsight to bring Mother back. But you haven't been able to do that. You still do not understand how exactly it is that the shards translate one's desires into reality. That is where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. It is she who created the Orsight. Ultima has bid me to come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal unto us the secrets of her creation. Do you hear what you are saying, Alma? Even if there was the slightest chance of bringing Mother back, we cannot risk your life in doing so. Your brother is right. We have sacrificed too much already. I cannot bear the thought of losing you either. Either of you. Oh. It is too late. She has glowing pink eyes now. Ominous voice. I'm so lonely, father. Why must you love Ramza more than you do me? Do not be cozened by your daughter's words, but for they are not her own. Help me, Rams. Alma. No, no. Gods forfend. I told you, no one could control the power within those shards. No one. Ivalice, here, take this. It might be the only thing that can save Alma, but we must hurry to the monastery. Come, we leave for the Gulmore jungle, now. Okay. 1 second. And with that, I think I'll end the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy, and I will be ending this with raiding. Let me see. Let's see who's online. No problem, Omni. Thank you for stopping by. Let me figure out who to raid first. Raid. Weeb. Bender. There we go. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow. It's almost ready. There we go. See you all.